Here we are back at the Fernandina Beach Songwriter Festival, and today we're talking with the headliners of the show tonight, Troubadour Blue, and Brenna and Daniel are here, so we're excited to talk to you guys.
We're so excited to be here. Thanks for sitting down and chatting with us.
Absolutely no problem. It's great. Like, we heard you guys last year for the first time, and you were awesome, and we found you, and been following you guys, and so we thought we'd just let you guys tell the world, our salty nation, that, you know, may not know who Troubadour Blue is and what you guys are about. And so, hey, tell us about it. What's going on?
Let it rip, Brenna.
Okay. Okay, I'll do the first half
Yeah,
and then
you
I'll
do the
pass it
second
to
half.
Daniel.
I'll bring up the rear.
So Troubadour Blue, Daniel and I formed Troubadour Blue about 7 years ago, I would say.
Yeah, fall of 19.
Yeah. So Daniel and I met 11 years ago now. We went to Belmont University in Nashville.
Yeah.
And we both were studying music, and we were in something called the bluegrass ensemble. So as a music major, you have to be in a group that plays music. So Daniel and I, that's where we met, is in that ensemble. And our director was Tammy Rogers King, who helped start this festival that we're at. And she was my fiddle teacher as well. So it started there. That's where we started making music together. Go through college, graduate. We both become sidemen, which is just playing for other people. And I'd say 2 years after Daniel graduated, a year after I graduated,
Yeah.
we kind of circled back. Both of us got coffee with Tammy individually. And we're like, yeah, it's great, but like something's missing. And she was like, you should call Daniel, see what he's up to. And she said the same to Daniel. So I genuinely think Daniel was like, hey, you want to come over? I've got some songs that I've written that like no one's going to cut, but like maybe we should do it. So that's kind of where the brainchild started.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was 8 years ago, maybe at this point.
Well, we're in 26, so yeah, 7.
Okay, 7.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah.
So the band started, we started writing, COVID happened.
The world ended.
We were like, okay,
Yeah.
well, let's keep writing. And then we recorded during that time,
Yep.
since we were all at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then once touring started again, we hit the road with the Steel Drivers, which was kind of Troubadour Blue's first entrance into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take it from there?
We've just been at it ever since. You know, we had our debut record, Shadow of a Doubt. Last year we put an EP out called Heathen. We're working on something to come out later this year. And just been hitting the road and playing shows and just grinding it out in Nashville.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
I love the fiddle to it, you know, I really do.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, just because I guess you're not, like, we grew up around listening to fiddles and stuff, but it's not like a common thing
Sure.
anymore. You know, you don't
Yeah.
see that. So I always like that too, that your vocals are amazing, you know? So if you were saying you're defining like people who want to listen to you and they don't know you, like
Right.
they've never heard you, whatever, like how would you describe your music to them?
I think it's definitely in like the rootsier side of the Americana world. You know, at this point, country music and Americana music has become this like giant, like nebulous thing, which
Yeah.
just sort of means like American music in general.
Yeah.
But I'd say anyone that's a fan of like acoustic driven, like hard driving folk music, you know, Steel Drivers, Tyler Childers, Red Clay Strays, you know, Sam Barber, Culture Wall, like that, it's all going to be right in that.
Yeah,
lane.
I definitely hear kind of that, you know, I hear that.
Right.
What was it like growing up, going to school and Nashville? Obviously you went to the school because that's a music school, but
Right.
like, what was it like? Was that your intention when we went there? Hey, when we got out of school here, we're going to form a band and this is what we want to do.
I don't honestly know if that was the intention. We kind of fell into it.
Well, also Brenna's from Nashville.
Yeah.
So
I'm born and raised
Okay.
Nashville. So I grew up just not knowing any different, and the music culture was just a part of my life.
Yeah.
I started playing the fiddle when I was 3.
Oh, wow.
So I've just always done music. So I guess just because I'm from there, I always was like, yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like something I won't do.
Yeah. Well, if you're starting in your 3,
Yeah.
you're pretty much destined to,
Yeah.
to do
Yeah,
something in music.
It's
Yeah.
very fair.
I mean, I moved to Nashville and I wanted to be, you know, Tom Bukovac. Like I wanted to be a guitar player, like playing for other people and doing all that. And really, like my first year at Belmont, I kind of hit this point where I was like, man, playing for people, like solely playing for other people is not super fulfilling. And I had like told my guitar professor, I was like, hey, this is like kind of not the best. And he like flippantly was like, well, if you hate it, you should just write better songs. So I was like, okay, you know?
Yeah, all
And
right,
so
buddy.
that kind of
Challenge.
it, especially being in Nashville, right? Like that's a great place for that sort of like impetus to be
Yeah.
placed because I was around great songwriters already, right? Like my
Yeah.
classmates were Devin Dawson and Anna Voss and Emily
wow.
Falvey and Emily Landis and
Right.
everyone that's Billboard writers
Yeah.
now, you know? And so that led me personally to like cutting solo records and playing in rock bands and moving to Nashville from Austin. Like I was always trying to be like Stevie Ray Vaughan
Yeah.
as a kid, right? So the pipeline of like kids that played garage rock or blues rock to the like grass influenced part of Americana is kind of a direct line. It is
Yeah,
one line.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And so yeah, I think this our mandolin player, we joke about him all the time that on one of our long van runs when we were all in a haze, we were talking about where we would be in alternate universes. And he was in the back seat just chilling. And Rick goes around to Rico. He's like, man, I think in every universe I end up right here in this van. And honest to God, I think in every universe I end up right here in this band. Like that's just how it goes.
That's the right choice.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
That's awesome. I love that. Yeah. And in the universe, where would you be? I'm
Yeah.
sitting in this chair.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally end up in this
Right?
chair right here on this island.
That's
Right.
And I wouldn't change a thing. You know, this is the best job.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's something to just creatives in general is we're always looking to create, obviously. And once you find people you love creating with, it's kind of like, well, obviously we're gonna do this
Yeah,
together,
absolutely.
because it's fun to do it with people.
Well, I watched you, it's been a year, but I watched you guys on stage and your interaction with each other, kind of joking, and
Yeah.
it's almost like brother, sister, kind of,
Oh, yeah.
like nagging, poking,
Oh, yeah.
giving, and you can, as someone in the audience, you can feel that, and it's engaging because it feels real.
Yes. And
Like you
it
can
is
tell you guys busting each other's chops, stuff like it feels real.
1000%.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
even worse in the van.
Oh.
If you guys think Daniel makes fun of me on stage, all of the guys are making fun of me in the van, and I'm not even doing anything.
Well, no. Don't that last part.
Yeah, I don't.
That last part is
Daniel,
bullshit.
I don't believe a damn word she said.
Don't let her lie
Yeah.
in these little Serena.
It's because she's a pretty lady.
Yeah,
You're not getting away with that. Yeah.
We literally we'll get so used to like ripping on each other that we then would be around other people and rip on them, be like, "Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry." Like, I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sorry.
Daniel literally had to apologize to his mother.
To my mother-in-law the other day.
Because I
So
was sitting beside her and
I joked on her and I was like, "Tammy, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Like
she was like, I'm used to making fun of Brent.
Yeah. Well, but like you're saying, the brother sister thing, I tell people all the time, when they talk about like our harmonies and the way we play together, I refer to it as involuntary blood harmonies.
Yeah.
We are like I'm the oldest in my family. Brenna's the middle child, and we are the siblings that we did not want.
Yeah.
But we have been forced.
God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
That universe, right?
Brenna didn't know she was going to adopt a half Korean Mexican brother, but she got one, dude.
Oh man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think just synergy and energy, right? And you guys have really good energy.
Well, thank
And
you.
I mean, your music's awesome. So, I mean, it's so odd for us to sit here because I was talking to you last night. I didn't grow up a music guy. We just love music, like listen to it. But it's so crazy to be someone from the outside, knows nothing about really the music industry, nothing about any of this, and just listen to how good someone is.
Mhm.
And you just think, well, how come these people aren't on a world stage? Like, how come they're not like that kind of stuff though? But it's just, and I don't know. It's so odd to me.
Listen,
Like,
I look in the mirror every day and I ask mirror self that same question all the time.
yeah.
You
No, but I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's very much a discovery world, and for a long time we didn't have music out for people to find us. Then we got the music out, and then you realize there are 1,000 other people also trying to get music out. So we're all competing for the same airspace. And
also to what we were talking about off air earlier, man, marketing dollars matter. And when you're doing this fully, bootstrapping it,
yeah,
it's hard. There are
Self-funded.
aspects. Yeah, when you're completely self-funded, it's hard to compete. When you realize, to Brenna's point, you're releasing on the same timeline as everyone else, right? Not say that like Taylor Swift is our competition, but you were releasing in the same
Right.
planet
yeah.
yeah,
as these other artists, and so it's
You're fighting to be heard.
Yeah, but with what we do, I love getting to be a part of this band, and I'll tell anyone that listens. I think Brenna's the second best fiddle player in the world. The best
Behind
one
Tammy.
being Tammy Rogers King of the Steel Drivers, who's produced our records and mentored us.
I'll take it.
I mean, I've played. We both had we've played with some of the best musicians in the world, and I'd put Brenna against anybody.
Oh,
on this planet.
absolutely.
And so it's I feel very lucky to get to be a part of this group, and Johnny and Rico and Max, the band guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they're world class, and I get to go
Yeah.
on stage every night and be the worst musician on stage. It's
No,
incredible.
you're pretty good,
You
man.
know?
You got a great voice.
It's-
yeah.
Energy. You really do.
Well, and speaking of, this is a songwriters festival. Daniel is a songwriter.
Yeah.
Like that is his job.
Yeah.
And this year he's been busting his behind, working to get the cuts, to to be in the room. Like the people that he told me he was in the room with last week, I was like, are you kidding? Those are some of our heroes.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're right. When you write songs for another artist, right, or they take on your lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
how does that feel for you though? Knowing that I think you guys have the talent to be like the band, right? Like you got. So what does that feel like when you share some of your? So
Well, I think it's just part of it. Like from the time that I learned that the songwriting profession existed, I knew that I wanted to do that,
Right.
because getting to write songs that go live a life without you being there in
Yeah.
person to deliver it all the time, I think is this really like sort of alchemy
yeah, that's
So
cool.
that music provides. And honestly, one of my favorite things in the world that I've learned recently is that there's something really cool that happens sometimes when artists are cutting songs that I've written with them, in that fairly often when I write with people, I will sing the work tape in the room, because I've been singing it
Yeah,
for most of the
yeah.
day, right? But what's really cool is you'll go and you'll hear the master version of the song they've put out, and these just little kind of inflections that I do naturally, they learned from the work tape,
Yeah.
and then they went and did it on a record. And it's some
That's
of my
cool.
favorite artists and these people that I look up to. There's these little I don't know, Danielisms and this little
Yeah.
vocal thing they did, and I'm like, that is insane,
Yeah.
and so it's really special. And also, when I know that I have a song that I want for us to write,
Yeah.
I just will put that idea aside,
Yeah.
and I'll call Brenna. I'll be like, "What can we get together whenever
Yeah.
you just write her?"
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah, that's because it is a songwriters festival, and that's what we're here for. But the reality of it, I'm not like when I was sitting down with you, I wasn't thinking we're going to talk about this. I'm talk
Yeah.
about you headlining tonight.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's so
amazing.
cool to be a part of a songwriters fest when we love songwriting. We love that's
Yeah.
half of what we do
Mm.
for this band. That's why we wanted to start this band, is
Yeah.
to have our own piece, our stories be
Yeah.
sung and told, and then we get to be the ones to bring them to life on stage. It's so fun, and then to get to do it at a songwriters festival where people are like, yeah, we care about.
they
Tell us
care
about
about
the
the song.
song.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is great.
Mhm.
Best of both worlds.
That's great. Are you guys have anything new tonight, that you're playing outside of your set, or because last year, remember you guys went off and just kind of did some fun stuff. So I was like,
We did.
which I like that stuff. I
We have some
like that.
surprises. We've been working on kind of implementing some songs that the crowd might know. Just little tastes of it. We like to say we're not a cover band, but we
Yes.
do love to slip in something.
Put your spin on it.
Yeah.
Also, somehow, and this could be my fault, but somehow it's almost exclusively 80s pop music that gets woven into
Yeah.
what we do.
That's,
And I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
our
awesome.
dad's music.
yeah.
I was gonna say that's where
I mean,
Yeah.
listen, my dad's older than my dad's older than your dad.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
probably
your
true.
dad's.
Yeah.
music.
It's my dad's
70s
music.
and 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
Yeah.
we'll do that. We might bring up some friends for the show tonight, and spread the love a little bit and get to do that.
Yeah.
But other than that, we'll just be holding on for dear life and letting it rip.
Totally.
That's every night.
We have, and we probably played some of these songs last year, but we have the songs that are on album 2 that they've been in our set for a long time, and now we're finally getting close to being able to release them into the world. But those are some of our favorite songs to play, or some of the newer ones.
As long as I remember the words, they're my favorite.
Yeah. Which is amazing because even though I have helped to write these songs, I don't know the verses because I don't sing them. Daniel will look at me with fear in his eyes, and I'm like, dude, I don't know the words.
I mean, I write almost 300 songs a year.
Oh my god.
So
He's got words
yeah.
scrambled.
The retention rate for lyrics low. The retention rate for Pokemon high.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, hey, God bless you. If I wrote a song, I wouldn't remember it. I mean, there's no way I'd remember it. I'd be up there and I'd change the words.
We wrote with Rachel Thibodeau this past week right before we came down here, and she's playing the festival. Yeah. And last night she was like, "Are you gonna come up and sing our song?" I was like, "Rachel, I don't know that song. Yeah. I don't know it. Like, I would love to."
Which I think she came up to me too, and I was like, "Talk to Daniel."
Yeah, she's gung ho. Like, I barely remember what language we're supposed to sing at half the time, let alone.
Oh, gosh.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, you guys are amazing, and I'm excited to listen to Unite again. And if you guys ever come to Atlanta, we'd love to have you in the McBastard studio.
Yeah, totally.
You love it.
Yeah,
you're gonna absolutely love it. It's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different, but it's all fun. So, well, I asked most of the songwriters and musicians. I always ask them this because people look up to you. People are wanting to do what you do. Like, any advice you'd give a young band or young songwriters, like any advice, it can be a line. It can be, "Hey, hang in there. Good luck." I mean, what?
Yeah, so
would you
I feel
give
like
them?
I still need advice. I would say a big one is patience, because this is the slowest industry. It does not happen overnight, and it is really easy to get discouraged and be like, "Why am I doing this?" And it doesn't really pay all that great at the beginning, and maybe ever, but patience and just like, I love it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. But my gosh, do I need patience every day to keep doing it?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna grab this just because the music is bumping.
Absolutely. We're getting serenaded in the back.
Yeah, we're getting
It's all right.
rushed.
It's live. We're live.
I would say my biggest piece of advice, and I give this advice to young songwriters in Nashville, or like Belmont students whenever we get coffee. I think for the life of a creative, it's kind of threefold. It's figuring out what you like, and then it's figuring out what you like to make, and then it's figuring out what you're good at making. Because most of the time, all three of those things are not synonymous. And my example is, like, sometimes God made you to be a hammer, but you're convinced that you're a screwdriver. And until you realize what you are, it takes a minute. And I think that's just with life, right? But it takes a while to find your path. And so as a creative person, if you're a young person watching this, I think your greatest asset is to take time to search for the self-awareness, to understand what you're actually great at. And if you can find a way to make what you're great at line up with what you can be passionate about doing, that's how you make a lifetime of this career path. Because otherwise, you're kind of fighting against yourself all the time.
I think that's awesome. Anything in life, whether it's music or non-music, that's great advice.
Because you want to enjoy life too.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be hating every
Well, if
second.
you're not going to have fun at it, it's going to be a long road anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
you have to enjoy it, and if you can find out how to enjoy the things that you're really good at, you've got something that's repeatable.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So just in closing, where do you want people to go to find you guys? Like, and I know everyone says Instagram, whatever, but where's the best place? Like, if they really want to follow your journey?
You can go to troubadourbblue.com.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to our email list. We only send out emails to be like, "Hey, we're playing a show near you." Yeah. Instagram is great. Facebook is great. We have TikTok.
I feel like our most personal one that we like interact with is Instagram, because we're old. But I feel like that, just as far as like stories and things where I feel like
it's very much us controlling.
Yeah, you'll see the most personality and direct interaction on Instagram.
Yeah. And then obviously streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all of the things.
Or come to a show and drink a beer with us. That one's pretty
let's
easy.
do that. Well, we're going to get you guys out there more so people know where the shows are so they can get there.
Yeah. Yeah. And this year we have a residency at the Station Inn, which is in Nashville. So once a month, first Tuesday of every month, you can come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. We'll maybe do a trip up there.
Yeah, please do.
I would love that.
I'd love it.
Love that. Well, tonight, Troubadour Blue, they're headlining. You heard them. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having us.